BWF Solicitors, we take pride in our client service. As a niche law practice, we are conscious of the demands of our clients. We always offer a friendly, listening ear and sympathetic attitude. We've worked with thousands of people all across the UK in all areas of personal legal services. We have received great feedback and reviews from our clients. We are located at Seven Sisters in Tottenham on the 4th floor of the Anna House, right on top of the Victoria Line train station for your utmost convenience. We have a friendly office and provide all of the refreshments necessary while you wait to see a lawyer. We are dedicated to our clients and have a successful record of serving our clients. Solicitors of England and Wales are of high quality and are bound by the highest professional standards. We are officers of the court and are bound by standards of integrity, competence and conduct as part of our responsibility to uphold rule of law. Our solicitors and lawyers care about your case and are committed to providing the best possible service to you in the most considerate and careful manner. We hold 2 Law Society quality marks. Law Society accreditation helps to demonstrate that we have attained the requisite standard in the area of law and have the requisite expertise. BWF Solicitors, we're here to help you with your legal services when you need us.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You are welcome to Heritage TV, hanging out with Vicky. Today is another legal hour show, and we are going to discuss UK visiting visa application. And we, as usual, have our in-house lawyer and partner of BWF Solicitors, who will be taking us through the process and who qualifies for such application. As you know, this program is being sponsored by Victon Estates Limited and Eagle Heights International School. I wouldn't take much of your time and introduce you straight with Lawyer Eunice Achampon. Lawyer Eunice, are you there?
Hello, Vicky. How are you?
I'm good. And you?
I'm doing well by God's grace. Yes.
Yes. Before we even start, talking about this topic, I'd like to take this opportunity to say a big congratulations to the senior partner of BWF Solicitors, Mr. Bernard Owusu, who yesterday won. He was a winner for the Professional Services Senior Leader of the Year from the BBB Awards. So congratulations. I think this year is your year. Do you agree with me?
Yes. I was just doing a little hand clap right now. And it was amazing, and it was great to hear that he was given this award, because this is Black British businesses giving awards to people that they feel are prominent within our society and within the ethnic minority group, and have stood out, with their businesses in the past, should I say, 10, 20 years. And so it was amazing to see that somebody of the stature and accolade of Mr. Bernard Owusu was able to receive this award. He's been practicing for over 28 years. So just to receive this award was amazing for the whole team as well. And it put us also on the map as well within the business industry. So it was great. It was very good news for him and the firm. Yes.
Oh, wonderful. I hope that, with these awards coming your way, and your charges will not increase. It's just a plea.
We still remain community lawyers. We will still do what we've been doing for the past 14 to 15 years at BWS Solicitors. So we will still keep doing what we've been doing. Trust me. I don't think this should make us look any extravagant than we already are. We are who we are. so will remain the
Okay.
same.
All right. Thanks for the assurance. Right. So, Lawyer Eunice, visiting visa application. I myself, the first time I came to London, I came on a visitor's visa.
Mm,
Visiting on and off, on and off. During vacation, I'll come in and just see, very nice places. And
yes.
later on, when I realized that this is where I want to be and also bring up my family, I decided to stay. So at one
Mm,
point in time, if you weren't born in this country, you would definitely, before you decide to settle, you will be visiting. So this
yes.
topic, I think I went through it as well, but honestly, I don't even remember what process I went through when I was visiting because it
Okay.
was so many years ago, which I'm not going to mention. So, Lawyer Eunice, when we say
Yes.
UK visiting visa application, can you please take us through
Yes.
it?
Yes. So, in terms of visit visa applications, like your scenario, it's the most common scenario for most immigrants in the UK. I don't think, out of the clients that I have, I think probably about 80% would tell you they've come to the UK through a
UK
visit
through
visa.
visiting.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's the most common way of entry into the UK that most people would have come to the UK. And when you talk about visit visas, there are a range or there are different types of visit visas. And the most common type is the standard visit visa, where you're coming as a tourist and then you want to stay within a period of 6 months. You can't overstay that period of 6 months. And then
Okay.
sorry, there's like transit
Pardon me.
visas. Yeah, so for instance, um, visas where somebody would transit and would want to stay for a few days before they go to the next country or to their
Yep.
destination. And then there's visas to do with study. So students want to do short courses.
Mm.
There's also visas to do with those who are receiving private medical health. So you are coming for the sole purpose of receiving that private medical health. There's visas to do with those who want to get married. So somebody would want to come to the UK to get married, and
Okay.
there's also visit visas for those sort of applicants. And then you have visit visas for people that would generally want to donate an organ or donate some body parts. So there's also
Really?
visit visas for those kinds of people as well. And then there's, yes, and then who would want to come for, they call it permitted paid engagement. So maybe they are coming for a business trip where they will be exchanging transactions and they'll be making some
Mm.
sort of payments as well. And then you have people who are through the Nice agreement, is called an approved destination agreement
Okay.
between the UK and China. So it comes a group of tourists to the UK, and that's an
Mm.
ADS application. And then, yeah, just short, you have all these
Mm.
different types of visas, but you have to obviously be specific in the purpose for which you are applying for a
Yeah.
visit visa. But today, hopefully, the main focus will be on the standard visit visa application, where somebody wants to enter the UK for a period of 6 months and return back to their
Okay.
country of origin.
Country.
So it's
Okay.
a good thing to sort of know what to also provide. So visa
Mm.
applications can be made by a child, it can be made by an adult. Anybody can make a visa application and pay the required fee, and also make sure that you have the required. As I said, there are different types of visa visas, but you have to be specific in your purpose for, should I say, applying for the visit visa, and then obviously
Okay.
provide the required
Mm.
for that
Mm. Mm.
application.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. 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 The one that's really took me by surprise was being the organ donor. I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah. There are
Whoa.
people who
Okay.
may have a match. Yeah, and maybe you have a family member back home and you are in need of an organ. That family member will be your blood type. And so they would need that family member to come into the UK so that they can do that transplant or whatever. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Lawyer Eunice, before we, start
So it
going
can happen.
through.
Yeah.
Right.
It does.
Okay. Wow, that's amazing. Good to know that. Before we start going into, some of the questions I've outlined for you to delve into and explain to us, our viewers, anybody who would like to contribute, anybody who would like to ask a question, please, 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 send your questions to all our social media handles. We are on YouTube, we are on Facebook, all social media handles. We want to hear from you. I know, like Lawyer Eunice was saying, about 80% of the clients she has been in contact with or represented them was, they came through visitor's visa. So I believe that you watching me might know somebody who would like to visit UK, and probably you want to be enlightened on the steps how to go about putting in such an application. So please send your questions to us if you have any contribution, or whether you've put in an application and there are certain things you are not clear with. We are here to help you. So send us your questions, suggestions, and contributions to us on all our social media handles. Now, Lawyer Eunice, with the UK visiting visa application, what are the requirements? And is there any age limit? Let's say maybe is it from 18 years to maybe 60 years, or there's no age limit?
There is no such thing. Obviously, for those that are under 8 and those that are above 18 are known as adults. So, obviously, a child who cannot understand cannot make the application apart from a parent or a guardian. So usually, if you want to travel as a family, the adult within the family will make the application. And if the child is going alone, usually I would say that it has to be a child who is able to understand and travel by themselves. So maybe if the child is too young, definitely you will need to find out what sort of arrangements need to be made. So if the child has to be accompanied, then there must be an adult who will be accompanying that child in terms of that visit that they are making to the UK within that period of time. And it has to be approved, somebody who's approved visit holder as well. So if you talk about an age limit, there isn't any such
age limit. Okay.
description whatsoever. Anybody at all can make the application to apply as a visitor to the UK, and then once it has been approved, they can make their way to the UK. And so with children, actually say that it's always good to have them accompanied. If you're not going to have them accompanied, then at least it should be a grown child. I know a child is anybody under the age of 18. Maybe somebody who is 12 may be able to travel by themselves, and somebody who is 8 years old might not be. So you have to also ask the airlines if it is possible for that child to travel on their own. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So what sort of documents are required?
So it depends on the kind of visa application that the person is making. The whole intention God's visa application is to show that your visit is a genuine visit. And how can you show that somebody's intention is genuine is such an objective thing. So sometimes I mean, you look at it and you're thinking, okay, sorry, I meant to say it's such a subjective thing, because you're looking at it and you're thinking, how can you show that somebody's intention is to only come and visit? You have to provide as much evidence as possible to be able to
Possible.
satisfy, yes, the caseworker or the entry clearance officer that you do not want to come and remain in this country. Your whole intention is to come for a short period of time and then return back to the country where you're from. So if
Okay.
you are, let's say, you are a mother and you are just coming to see your daughter, and your daughter has invited you for maybe a graduation here in the UK, and you want to come and see your daughter's graduation, what shows that you're coming for a graduation? You have to have
Okay.
some sort of letter or some sort of invitation from your daughter to let you know that
Mm-hmm.
her invitation is on a so and so date. So you provide something to that effect, and then they want to know what your circumstances are like in the country where you're coming from. So if you are saying that, yes, you're a mother, do you have other children that you take care of back home? You can provide birth certificates to that effect. Are you
Okay.
married there? You can provide your marriage certificates to show that you are indeed married and you have other children that you take care of. What else do you have? Sometimes there may be somebody who will say, I don't work, so I can't provide any letter to show that I am working. Maybe I have a small business, so all I do is I sell things, and then what little money I make, I put it in the account. But people like that maybe have some sort of accommodation or property to themselves. So
Mm.
if they have property, you can also include that to show that you have your own
Mm.
property, you're married, you're caring for your kids. There's no way that you will come here and come and remain in the country. So you
Okay.
have to try as much as possible to satisfy that caseworker who is looking at it, so that they know, oh, okay, these are what your circumstances are like over there. So you are just coming for the graduation, and once the graduation is over, you'll be returning. They want to know how you're going to accommodate yourself. They want to know how
Accommodate
you're going to
yourself.
maintain yourself. So when you come, how are you going to finance yourself? Are you going to come with money that you have in your savings account, or is
Mm.
your daughter to be, should I say, accommodating you and maintaining you at the same time? If the
Okay.
mother is the one going to maintain herself, then she has to provide the bank statements to show that this is her regular income, this is money that she's saved up for a period of time, and it's more than sufficient to maintain her during her stay. So maybe if she's coming for 1 month, the money that she has in her account will be more than able to maintain her whilst she is in the UK. And if she is
Okay.
coming, where will she stay? If her daughter is providing her with accommodation, the daughter has to provide her with a letter. That's what the Home Office will call an undertaking, a written undertaking, to
Okay.
say that yes, I will be providing her with accommodation when she comes, and it's a two-bedroom property or whatever, and she'll have more than enough room to maintain herself and accommodate herself when she comes. So yes, those are the kind of documents that they need. And if she is saying that she's going to, I mean, accommodate the mother, then definitely she will need to provide a tenancy agreement,
Yeah.
sort of the landlord, to suffice that she will accommodate the mother when she comes. Yeah.
Mm. Mm. Okay. All right. Laura Eunice, we've got the questions coming in. The first question from Sarah says, can I marry in the UK with a visitor's visa?
Mm. So yes, you can marry, but not with the standard visit visa. So if
Okay.
you're making an application for, I mean, marriage. So, like I was saying
Mm.
before, there's different types of visit visas. And if you want to be married in the UK, then you have to make the
Mm-hmm.
application based on the fact that you would want to come into the country to get married. You know, there are people who do the weddings, isn't it? So
Yeah.
they fancy, oh, I want to go and get married in America, or I want to go and get married in Barbados, or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. So if so if your intention is to get married in the UK, then the application has to be specific. So there has to be an application for marriage visit visa application, which is that you will be coming to the UK to get married, and it's usually the standard 6 months that you will be given, and then usually you have to show that you both are coming to get married here. You also have to show that you'll be able to get the specific date for your marriage to be done, and then provide them with evidence that you have made some sort of contact with the church or wherever you're going to be married at, and they
Okay.
have provided you with a specific date for your marriage. And once your marriage is over, you'll be returning back to your country of origin. Yeah.
Oh, okay, but
But
not
in
staying.
terms of the yeah, but not staying. In terms of standard visas, you cannot get married. You cannot say you're studying. You cannot say that you're receiving medical treatment without paying for it. So there are certain prohibitions, or there are certain things you cannot do with a standard visit visa, and that includes getting
Okay.
married or working, or saying you're coming to study, or say that you are basically
Oh,
coming
okay.
to receive some sort of private medical help, unless you are paying for it
Right. Okay.
through your own funds and insurance.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Great. Great. Okay, right. This next question is coming from Sam. Hi, Sam. I have a sister in the university in Cameroon, and she will be going on holidays in December. I would like her to come on a visit to UK. What are her chances?
So usually with a student who wants to come on a visit, those are the
Mm-hmm.
sort of common types of visit applicants. And she wants to obviously come and see the brother for a few weeks. And usually, once the student is able to provide a letter from the school to say that she is a
School.
student,
Yeah.
and then she has any vacation period. So if the vacation period that she has is about 3 weeks, they should state it clearly in the letter that she is a student here,
Okay.
she's on a 3 year course, or she's on a 5 year course, however long the course is, and the subject she's studying. And then they also have to include that she has a vacation coming up, let's say in December,
In
and
December. Okay.
she, yeah, and it's okay that she can obviously travel for that period of time and then return back to her studies. If the parent is supporting it, they can add some sort of letter to say that they are supporting that child's application. And if the child
Oh,
is
okay.
above the age of 18, then obviously they don't need to provide any sort of consent letter. All they need to say is that, well, this is coming on vacation. Maybe she plays some sort of role in the school,
Mm, mm.
and we are okay for her to come for holidays. And if she has any back home as well, she can provide that to that effect. So her birth certificate will be one good thing to show her parents' details. She can provide copies of her parents' IDs, like their passports, to show the nationality they hold, and also letters to say that they approve of her going on this trip. If she has siblings, well, she can provide birth certificates for her siblings to show that these siblings who she is residing with in her home country, which is Cameroon. The fact that maybe her
Okay.
parents may be able to sponsor her. So I'm not sure if the brother is sponsoring her, but then she
Frozen
has to
hair. Okay.
provide how she'll be maintained or how she'll be accommodated. If her parents are the ones going to sponsor her, then she must be able to show that maybe her parents are working, they earn more than enough money, so bank statements, pay slips for her parents to show that they receive regular income, and then they are willing to give her however much to be able to sponsor her trip for the 2 weeks or the 3 weeks. So there isn't a specific amount, but it should be money that should be able to maintain her in terms of her feeding and things that she would
Okay.
need when she comes.
Okay. Okay. All right.
That said,
Mm-hmm.
she can definitely make the application, and if the brother is sponsoring her, he can provide a letter to say that he will be sponsoring her, his pay slips, bank statements, and then tenancy agreement to show that she will be well accommodated when she comes.
Great. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Let me quickly go to the next question. It's from Sewa. Hi, Sewa. A friend of mine would like to come to the UK to visit. Apart from giving her an invitation letter, what else can I give her to support her application?
Okay, so one of the things that Appendix V, which is under the immigration rules, looks at is the fact that the third party who is willing to support the visitor has to show the kind of relationship they have with the visitor, whether it be a personal relationship or a professional relationship. So in this case, it's a friend, and this friend, she's saying that she wants to support the friend when they come. So apart from the letter, what else can they add? And if it's a third party who is providing the accommodation and who is providing financial support for the person who is coming to stay, then they need to provide the pay slips. They need to provide bank statements.
Okay.
They need to provide the tenancy agreement. And obviously, if you're looking at bank statements, you should be able to say that you have more than sufficient funds available to be able to cater for this person when they come. And in terms of the other party, the person who is the friend who wants to come, obviously, if they are not the ones maintaining themselves, they will be the ones providing the other documents to show that they have a genuine intention to come and then return back to their country of origin once they come. So this third party provide the accommodation and the financial support documents, whereas the friend provides the to show genuine intention to go when they come.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, Abigail is also asking, I would like my mom to come and visit from Sierra Leone to see the grandchildren. She has other grandchildren back home. However, as flight can be expensive for the whole family, I prefer her to come for a few weeks. What evidence does she need to provide for the application?
Okay. So in terms of Abigail's situation, she's saying that she has a mother who wants to come and see her grandchildren. That is
Yes,
very common.
very
Most
common.
most
But
parents here in
sometimes
the
when the
UK,
grandmom comes and she's doing a very good job, then you start having second thoughts. I want
thought,
grandmom to stay.
yeah, that's the situation. But it becomes very difficult to let grandma stay legally because the requirements under the immigration rules can be hard to meet. So I always say, if grandma is coming for a visit, please let her go within 6 months. Don't let her overstay her visa. Otherwise, she will not be permitted to come again. So definitely, in this situation where grandma has to come and see her grandkids because she thinks that it's cheaper as well, that grandma comes instead of grandma, should I say, we taking the children to grandma should come. And it's one of those common ones. And usually in cases like this, I always say that because there's that family relationship as well, so you can also say that, oh yes, I'm coming to see my daughter. usually any lawyer rights to see her daughter is that her of which is the Convention on Human Rights. And so once you are making that application on that basis that, oh yes, she has to come and see her daughter, her grandchildren, she has every right to see them because maybe she hasn't ever seen her grandchildren before and she wants to come and see. Also the fact that maybe grandma also has a husband at home. She also has
It's
other
true.
grandchildren at
Yep.
home.
Yep.
And she also has other children at home. So grandma can provide her marriage certificate. Grandma can also
Okay.
provide her children's birth certificate. She can even provide her grandchildren's birth certificate.
Birth
And if
certificates.
grandma has
Okay.
her own house, she can provide her title deeds and ownership to show that this is my house, this is my property. If grandma has her own store, she can provide documents to say, I have my own store. I am able to look after myself from the earnings I get from my store.
Okay.
So grandma can provide documents to show that these are her circumstances back at home. And maybe if she's saying that she's coming for a period of 1 month or 2 months, yes, she has that right to say that she's coming for a period of 1 month just to look at her grandchildren that she's never seen before. And if daughter, yes, is able to accommodate her and maintain her, yes, the pay slips and the bank statements and the tenancy agreement should also be provided. But she has to make sure that grandma has provided sufficient evidence from her side to show that when she comes, she will not stay. Because also think about the fact that visa applications are one of the most common types of applications that people will make to enter the UK. And
Yes.
there's always the inference that when somebody comes on a visa application, they don't want to return back to their country of origin. So
So does that make it
sorry,
difficult to get a visitor's visa to visit the country because people use that route to
that's what
stay
I
in the
was even
country?
going on to. So in a situation like this, because they will always have these sort of applications, they are always so reluctant to give a visit visa to somebody who they think, this one seems a bit fishy. I'm not sure whether we should be able to grant this. And I remember there was a study done about 2 years ago regarding visit visas, general visit visas, especially in Ghana. And they said over 90% of these applications are usually refused. And because they
Wow.
know, because they know from previous immigration histories that people have usually come through this route and haven't
Yep.
returned, so they are more likely to really save all these applications. And I
Okay.
think the ones that are, should I say, perseverant, uh, who have perseverance and who are able to go through this application process eventually do get through. And it depends on the evidence once again. If you are able to provide more than enough evidence to show that your circumstances are rather okay, you're not coming here because you need anything here, it's just because you want to come and see a family member, for instance, then they are more likely to grant you that visit visa. And so time and time again, yes, it depends on the documents you present, but it also should show you that these applications are not that simple. They may seem very simple because you'd only pay, it's about £95 that you pay for the application, but they are not as simple as it seems. So you have to be able to provide as much documentation to show that, do you know what? This is my circumstance in my home country. There is no way that I will come and overstay my visa because I have other things that I need to do. and I cannot overstretch myself. And people will sometimes even provide letters from associations and other things
Okay.
that they are involved in, so that they have other commitments elsewhere. So they,
Elsewhere. Okay.
yeah, they cannot overstay their visa because of these other commitments that they also have. So as much information as the mother can provide in terms of this particular question, yes, let the mother provide the information,
Okay.
and then hopefully she will be granted the visit visa for 6 months. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And do they have right of appeal with such applications?
Unfortunately, since 2012, all visit visa applications do not have a right of appeal. So
Wow.
the
Okay.
usual route is, once you're refused, you address the refusal reasons and then apply again. So
Again. Okay.
yes. The only other alternative, if you don't want to apply again, is saying that there has to be some sort of human rights, should I say, link to the application. So in this
Okay.
case, where the grandmother is coming to see the daughter and the grandchildren, you are saying that the grandmother has a right to family life, to see her children, I
Yes.
mean, to see her
Yes.
child and to see her grandchildren that she hasn't seen before. And that will be going through a judicial review route.
Review.
Yes. So
Mm,
you are saying
mm,
that
mm,
this grandmother
mm.
has never seen her grandchildren. It's expensive for the grandmother, I mean, for the child and the children to go back home. And this grandmother hasn't seen them, and she would like to come and spend a few months with them. And
With them.
considering that, I
Okay.
mean, judicial review can be quite an expensive process, we always say do a pre-action protocol letter, address the human rights arguments and the reasons that were refused, that were
Mm.
used to refuse the application, and then
Refuse.
see
Okay.
how far you can get, because there are other
Right.
case laws to do with human rights as well. So yes, when it
Okay.
comes to judicial, you always go to a legal advisor for help in terms of that. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, right. Next question. My mother came to visit early this year and was unable to return due to COVID-19 restrictions and lockdown. She became unwell and we applied for an extension up till 31st August 2020 and emailed them due to her current health conditions, she will be unable to travel. We have not had any response. Is there
Mm.
anything else we can do?
So in this case, you have a mother who has come to see her child, and then she's obviously stuck because of this whole COVID restrictions that came in around the 23rd of
Yes.
March this year.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people who were in that situation where they had visited and they were unable to return to their country of origin. And there were some who had spouses or children here who could now
Mm-hmm.
switch from their visit visa to make applications based on their spouse or their child. And that was great
Mm.
for those people. But in this case, where you have a grandmother and maybe in this case, she hasn't got any illness that she can switch from the should I say visit visa route to the adult dependent relative route under the immigration rules. She's
Okay.
still she's still sort of on the visit application because her illness may not be, for instance, may not be that serious that it would cause
Okay.
her to be, should I say, almost completely dependent on her child. So in
Mm.
this case, I would always advise that if you know that you were not able to extend it after the period from 31st August, always apply for an extension of stay,
Okay.
because visit
Okay.
visas can also apply for an extension. I think a lot
Mm.
of people don't realize that if you have a visit visa and for one or two reasons you cannot return, to your country of origin, then
Apply for
definitely
an
apply for
extension.
an extension of
Okay.
stay so that they can extend it for another 6 months before they say that you have broken immigration rules and
Mission
you have not
rules.
been, you haven't stayed under the conditions that were given to you. And usually, if you have broken some immigration rules and you did not make them aware, then that means that once you are applying again, they will refuse you or they will place a 10-year ban on
Ban
you
on you.
coming
Okay.
here, coming back to the UK. So if for any reason you extended up to the 31st of August and you went, usually they will say that when you are applying for an extension, your visa has to be valid. So if the visa has now expired and she wants to now ask for further extension because due to the COVID pandemic, they said
Yeah.
that they were giving people now emergency provisions where they can email and say
Provisions.
that
Yeah.
you are unable to travel by the end of 31st of August. These
Mm.
may be in place just so that you can make leave. Whatever evidence they have in regards to the mother's illness, if they have taken her to see the GP and the GP has provided actions that they need to go and get A, B, and C, they need to provide those evidence from the GP. They need to show payment of those prescriptions. If she received other services like going to any NHS hospital for any checkup, they need to provide that evidence. They need to provide evidence of payment. Those services are provided to them and then make sure that all of these things are documented, that they made efforts to let the Home Office know that this is the current situation, and once she's well enough, she'll be able to travel back to the country she's from. So, in situations like that, always have the evidence ready and available. And if
Available.
after,
Okay.
let's say, yeah, if after this few months the mother is well and able, then she can return to the home country or wherever
The home
she's come
country.
from.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But in
All right.
cases where you have the valid visa, always apply for an extension so that they don't say you have breached any immigration conditions or any immigration laws.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Okay. All right. That's a
yeah.
nice tip. The next, last but one question I have for you is, because of time, I would like to find out if my brother and his soon-to-be wife can come to UK to get married and return to Nigeria after the ceremony. What is the
Yeah,
reason
so
for
it is
that?
similar to the first one I was talking about.
Okay.
So definitely you can apply for a marriage visit visa to come and be married in the UK and then return to which country he said he's from Nigeria. And so
Okay.
if he's making application, he has to provide the evidence that yes, he's going to get married. If he's coming to get married at the church, they have a date set for the marriage. The church can provide them with a letter to say that they have a date set for Mr. So and so and Miss So and so to be married here. And once the marriage ceremony has been put down as that, they can provide that evidence
Okay.
to the immigration officer as well. And then usually for people who want to apply as a fiance, that's a totally different route because usually with people who want to apply as a fiance, they are applying as a fiance because they have a British or settled partner in the UK.
Partner.
And
Yeah.
so with that, yes, with that they need to provide evidence from like the local registry to say that they have applied to register to be married at this local council or
Okay.
registry.
Okay.
They are in the process of being given a date, and once the fiancé comes or whatever, they would then be given a date to be married and all of that. So there's that difference between the marriage visa and then the fiancé visa as well. Yeah.
Right. To our last question. I am an Italian national, and my children do not have Italian citizenship yet. Would I need to apply for a visa for them before they can visit UK?
So in this current situation that everyone knows that we now Brexit and free
Yes.
movement is due to end on the
And
31st
yeah.
of December 2020. So most EU nationals who would want to come to come and visit can do so after 31st of
Mm-hmm.
December,
Yep.
but they will stay or they will to resume working like they used to 31st December
Mm,
2020.
mm,
So
mm.
in this scenario, the Italian national wants to come with her children. She can come as an EU national, but her children need
Okay.
because they are non-nationals. So as non-nationals, they would require a visa to enter the UK before they do make their way here. Because if they haven't got the visas, unfortunately, they would be turned back. So they need to make applications for a visit visa before they enter. And usually, once they've got the visas, they can come with the EU national, to come. But that will be at the, should I say, the 30th of
Of
December.
December.
Currently, as it is, because EU law is still in session, they can come with the EU national, show that they are family members, and they can come for this short period of time before the 31st of December
Of December.
2020. But if they were coming after, then they would need visas to come. But right
Okay.
now, we still have the EU regulations in place. We still have our Directive 2004/38 in place, such that any EU national can move freely between member states as and when they choose to. And that's the right that EU nationals have within the Directive 2004/38. If they were staying
Okay.
for longer than 3 months, then obviously the EU national will need to have certain requirements in place before they
In
can
place.
reside
All
here.
right.
But for the time being,
Okay.
they can travel without visas. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Brilliant. Brilliant. Oh, Lawyer Eunice, you always do justice to all our topics. Yes. If anybody listening to
Thank you.
us
I
has any
try.
relative, yeah, has any relatives who would like to visit, come to the UK on a visit, Lawyer Eunice, can you let us have your details for those people to get in touch?
Okay. So I've already mentioned I am one of the solicitors at BWS Solicitors, and we are situated in Seven Sisters, not far from the Seven Sisters main underground station. So if you're
Mm-hmm.
coming by underground train, you can take the exit 2 exit, and there's a building on your right called Anna House. If you're coming by car or you're coming by bus, as soon as you get off at the Seven Sisters station or you look for the Seven Sisters station, we are just at the edge of the exit 2 of the Seven Sisters station, and
Yeah.
it's Anna House. So fourth floor of Anna House, 214 to 218, Tottenham High Road, and it's London, and the postcode is N15 4NP. So N15 4NP.
4 and
Our
P.
office
Okay.
are opened from Monday to Friday, from 9:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. And our office telephone number is 208 493 7340. So 0208 493 7340. And my personal number is 075 35 81 3910. So 075 35 81 3910. Yes, sir. Definitely give me a call if you have any further inquiries to make in regard to visit applications to the UK.
Oh, great. Laura Eunice, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
As usual, we've learned so much and we are very grateful. Ladies and gentlemen, so there you are, our learned lawyer solicitor partner, BWF Solicitors, Lawyer Eunice, today taking us through what is required when applying for a visiting visa application. She's going into all the details, what the requirements are. And, we had some questions come in with, they were a little bit complex, but Lawyer Eunice was able to break it down and tell us, how we should go about it in that situation. On that note, Lawyer Eunice, we thank you so much. As usual, we will see you again next week, same time with another interesting topic. Send our regards to the BWF Solicitor family and your family at home. And please don't forget, I'll come for my glass of champagne.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
All right. Stay blessed,
Thank you
Lawyer
too,
Eunice.
Vicky.
Okay.
You
All right.
too.
All right. Take care. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, there you are. Our legal hour with BWF Solicitors. I believe that you've learned so much. And to be able to, advise anybody who is in such a situation, being confused on how to go about applying for a visa when they want to visit the UK. We hope to see you again next week on another interesting topic on our legal hour. But I will be coming back shortly with another guest talking about Jinyame Development Foundation. So please stay with us, and I'll be right back in the next 15-20 minutes for my next program. Thank you so much and stay blessed. Bye-bye.
At BWF Solicitors, we take pride in our clients' service. As a niche law practice, we are conscious of the demands of our clients. We always offer a friendly, listening ear and sympathetic attitude. We've worked with thousands of people all across the UK in all areas of personal legal services. We have received great feedback and reviews from our clients. We are located at Seven Sisters in Tottenham on the 4th floor of the Anna House, right on top of the Victoria Line train station for your utmost convenience. We have a friendly office and provide all of the refreshments necessary while you wait to see a lawyer. We are dedicated to our clients and have a successful record of serving our clients. Solicitors of England and Wales are of high quality and are bound by the highest professional standards. We are officers of the court and are bound by standards of integrity, competence and conduct as part of our responsibility to uphold rule of law. Our solicitors and lawyers care about your case and are committed to providing the best possible service to you in the most considerate and careful manner. We hold 2 Law Society quality marks. Law Society accreditation helps to demonstrate that we have attained the requisite standard in the area of law and have the requisite expertise. BWF Solicitors, we're here to help you with your legal services when you need us.
midday here, yeah? I'm just organizing your client, yeah?
Yes, sir.
The man's name is not coming through, so I'm just fighting it, yeah?
What is he using, phone or laptop?
It's not coming through on my phone to send something to him.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I found it now. Let me now see whether it's gonna come through now. Is he on WhatsApp?
Yes, he is.
Oh, that's a bit strange.
He's on WhatsApp. He's got 2 numbers. Should I send you the second one?
Maybe I should send it to you. Share his contact with me on WhatsApp. Just share his contact on WhatsApp.
Okay.
Don't send the number. Share the number, yeah?
Okay.
What are we talking about on the second one?
We don't have a particular. It's just that he runs a foundation for the youth. He has a charity foundation for the youth.
Okay.
So we're just going to talk about the foundation. So it's not a specific topic we are going to discuss. And what he does is that during the COVID as well, he prepared meals for families who are poor and can't feed their children.
Yeah.
And he runs a drumming.
So we can call it youth.